Oh, somebody in Russia will be in big trouble for this. Because right after saying that Russia has enough resources to win in this war, Putin was like, okay, liberate the entire Donetsk for me before September 15th. And at the same time, we have now new evidence about the hidden mobilization in the capital of Russia, Moscow itself. Additionally, these separation referendums in Luhansk and Donetsk are delayed once again. And finally, Russia did everything possible to delay the arrival of the International Atomic Energy Agency to Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, but they failed. But more about all of this in just a couple of minutes. What's up, investors? It's the Russian Dude. And let me begin by quickly showing you this controversial video of HIMARS in action from Kherson region. After seeing this video, Russian propagandists will be extremely confused. How's this possible that they're shooting? Didn't we destroy them all? And well, the answer is pretty simple. Yes, you might have destroyed them all, and most likely these are just the wooden HIMARS in action. But okay, let's now go to Enerhodar and talk about the last final and failed attempt of Russians to delay the arrival of the delegation. Earlier this morning, as you can see from this video, several explosions were recorded on camera. And then we also have videos like this from the local residents which show Russian helicopters. The reason why these helicopters are most likely Russian, it is because of the double propeller, the shape of the body and the vertical tail wing, which lets many people assume that these are either K-50 or K-52 Black Shark helicopters. But as always, Russia blamed Ukraine for these attacks. Because of this shelling, the International Atomic Energy Agency was delayed and they had to stop in Novoalexandrivka. But nevertheless, soon enough they started driving once again, and in this video you can see the delegation entering the territory of Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. And in this video provided to us by the Russian side, we can see the members of the delegation inspecting the territory of the plant. And ironically, we can see the Russian military vehicles inside the plant, even though Russia claimed back on August 18th that all the military vehicles have left its territory. As of right now, 5 members of the delegation remained on the territory of Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, and it is estimated that their presence will be as long as required. Alright, and now let me show you one quick video from Lviv, and while I'm going there, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you like this style of daily updating. And as you can see right here, the former bus factory, the building which is right now is abandoned, is on fire. As for now, the reasons for this fire are still unknown, as both sides declined shelling. Okay, and right before we talk about the main point of this video, which is the new order of Putin to liberate the entire Donetsk in less than 2 weeks, here is just a couple more videos from Kharkov and Belgorod region. And as you can see right here, this is a crater from missile explosion in the center of Kharkov. And just in less than 1 week, the city builders along with the volunteers completely reconstructed this section of the road. And then in this video, which came to us from Belgorod, we can see the Russian missile which was sent in the direction to Kharkov. The missile failed, causing a friendly fire, but Russia still blamed Ukraine for the attacks against Belgorod. And by the way, if you want to see more footage like this, especially the one which I was not able to use in today's episode, please consider checking my Patreon. All the proceeds will be donated to Ukraine, and you can find all the useful links down below. Okay, time to talk about the main event of the day. Earlier this morning, the chairwoman of the Russian Federation Council, Valentina Matvienko, declared that Russia has enough resources to win this war. She emphasized that besides material resources, Russia has enough intellectual and moral resources too. And while using the most modern equipment, acting humanely, and never shelling residential areas, besides Ukraine, Russia is now at war with the entire West and NATO. Well, I guess, my dear Ukrainians, I guess it's time to pack and go home, because Russia said they're gonna win, and there is no reason not to trust them, because it's not like they ever lied to us, right? And several hours later, most likely after hearing this report, Putin ordered to liberate the entire Donetsk before September 15th. And I mean, come on, most likely this is not going to happen, because in the last couple of months Russia did not make any significant advancements. And in 2 weeks after they fail, this will be a perfect opportunity to purge someone else and blame their mistakes on the unsuccess of this special military operation. But despite this, we still have some evidence that Russia continues its hidden mobilization, and this time it reached its two major cities, Moscow and St. Petersburg. According to the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, Russia is planning to send approximately 1,200 conscripts to Crimea, but there is a chance that they will be redirected to Donetsk. And in several seconds I will talk about the unfortunate but necessary slowdown of Ukraine's counteroffensive in Kherson, but first of all just a couple more words from the east. First of all, these separation referendums in Luhansk, Donetsk, Kharkov, Kherson and Zaporozhye are now delayed until further notice. The initial date was supposed to be the September 11th, but as for now all of the intentions have been cancelled and the next only probable date can be November 4th. And I mean, it is pretty obvious that no one else in the world will recognize the results of these referendums, but now it is Russia itself that started questioning whether this will be even possible. And in addition to that, as of today, Vladimir Putin has announced the new goal of this special military operation. And the new goal of it is to destroy the anti-Russian coalition, which is obviously forming right now on the territory of Ukraine. With the main goal of this coalition is to destroy Russia as a country. But okay, before we go into ridiculous Russian propaganda, here is just couple final words about the Ukraine's counteroffensive in Kherson. And according to the Institute for the Study of War, this counteroffensive might take months before it is successful. The report can be summarized as following. Even though the first lines of defenses of Russians have been already breached, the counteroffensive now entered the slow and steady phase. Which means that even though Ukraine was able to disrupt the Russian logistics and destroy their communication equipment, Russia still has plenty of armored vehicles. And even though Ukraine also has such vehicles and weapons, they don't have enough of them to make this counteroffensive quick. In addition to that, all the major bridges across Dnipro River are unusable, which will also slow down Ukraine's counteroffensive. But in the future, rebuilding them will be much easier when you're not under constant shelling. And as President Zelensky said himself, win right now and we will rebuild later. Welcome to another episode of Ridiculous Russian Propaganda. And today we have the front page of The Economist magazine, which talks about the disunited States of America. And while it talks about completely different things, the Russian propaganda turned this picture into their advantage. Which can be perfectly summarized is that if you're willing to play with Russian fire, get ready to get burned. I apologize for a pretty short episode today, but if you want to see a full picture of this crazy Russian patriot, feel free to join my Discord. And if you want to support my work and unlock some benefits, please consider becoming my channel member. Thank you so much for your attention, stay safe and see you tomorrow.